the river spirit's debt. Along the banks of the mighty Mekong River in Laos, where the water moved with the slow, ancient certainty of time, lived a man named Baun. He was a humble fisherman, his life a quiet rhythm of cast nets and carved paddles. He revered the Mekong, knowing it was both giver and taker of life. One scorching afternoon, Baun found a silver flash tangled deep within a knot of razor-sharp river reeds. It was the largest fish he had ever seen. Its scales caught the light like polished coins, and its eyes held a strange, intelligent panic. It was exhausted, its tail beating feebly against the stalks. Baun, despite his hunger and the value of such a catch, painstakingly cut away the binding reeds, slicing his own fingers in the process, until the fish was free. With a final powerful flick, it vanished into the murky depths. That night, as the jungle hummed with insects and the moon cast long shadows, a gentle, insistent knock came at his hut door. Standing there was a woman of impossible beauty. Her black hair flowed over her shoulders like wet silk, and her skin, pale in the moonlight, seemed to have a faint, shimmering, greenish cast, like the surface of the river. "Baun," she whispered, her voice like the soothing rush of water over smooth stones. "I am the Naga spirit you saved. I owe you a debt greater than any fish." She pointed to the largest earthenware jar Baun kept for collecting rain. She simply held her hands above the empty mouth of the jar, and a stream of the cleanest, clearest, coldest water Baun had ever seen began to flow. It filled the jar rapidly, yet the water never stopped flowing from the woman's hands until she lowered them. "This jar will be endless," the spirit declared. "It will never spoil, never run dry. Your household will always have water." She fixed him with eyes the color of the deep river. "But you must never ever seek profit from my gift. Never sell it. Never share it with a greedy heart. Or the debt will be collected by the river itself." With a swirl of mist that smelled faintly of river algae, she was gone. For years, Baun enjoyed his blessing. He used the water to tend his small garden and shared it freely with the genuinely poor. But his neighbor, Chantho, was consumed by envy. Chantho was a rice merchant whose only love was gold, and he lusted after Baun's miraculous jar. One dark, restless night, Chantho crept into Baun's hut and stole the heavy jar. He carried it back, already dreaming of the fortunes he would make selling the Naga's nectar. He set the jar in the center of his opulent house, planning to open his profitable venture at dawn. But as he settled into bed, the sound of the Mekong changed. It was no longer a lullaby. It was a deep, guttural roar. The river, sensing the betrayal, rose in a flash flood like a vengeful fist. It bypassed every other dwelling. It surged through the town, guided by an unseen power, until it reached Chantho's foundation. The water did not wash over the house. It attacked it, with a tearing sound that woke the entire village. The river swallowed Chantho's house whole, dragging the walls, the roof, the rice stores, and the wretched jar down into the churning mud, erasing his greed from the bank entirely. Baun's simple hut, however, was untouched. Humbled and shaken, Baun understood his duty. He did not return to fishing. He lived by the river forever after, his life becoming a long, silent vigil. He became the river's solitary keeper, guiding those who came to the bank, reminding them that the Mekong gives life to the humble, but exacts a fearsome debt from the greedy.